What are the duties of a trustee? Hi, I'm Paul Groh, head of the Estate Administration Department at the law offices of Daniel A. Hunt. As a new trustee, you may be wondering what duties you have under the law. Understanding your duties as a trustee serves two critical purposes. One, it helps you to carry out the wishes of the loved one who trusted you with this role. And two, it helps you avoid litigation, especially with the trust beneficiaries. So let's take a look at 11 key duties you have as a trustee under the California Probate Code. 1. Duty to administer the trust. This statute requires a trustee to administer a trust according to law and the trust agreement. No matter how good your intentions, you are not free to administer the trust in any other manner. 2. Duty of loyalty. Under this statute, a trustee has a duty to administer the trust solely in the interest of the beneficiaries. The trustee cannot use the trust for their own benefit. Always keep the beneficiary's interest as your top priority. 3. Duty to deal impartially with beneficiaries. If a trust has two or more beneficiaries, the trustee has a duty to deal impartially with them. A trustee cannot favor one beneficiary over another. This is especially important when the trustee is also one of the beneficiaries. All dealings with beneficiaries must be equal. 4. Duty to avoid conflict of interest. As a trustee, you must avoid conflicts of interest. This prohibits you from entering into transactions with trust property that will result in a profit to you, or in which your interest is adverse to the interests of the trust or its beneficiaries. This includes taking personal loans and in-kind distributions of real estate from the trust. 5. Duty to take control and preserve trust property. This statute requires trustees to take affirmative action to take and keep control of trust assets and to preserve that property. If the trust includes real estate and someone else is living in the property when the settlor dies, you may have a responsibility to remove that tenant and prepare the property to be sold in a reasonable time frame for a fair market value. 6. Duty to make trust property productive. The trustee has a duty to ensure that trust assets are wisely invested, especially when acting as a trustee in an ongoing long-term situation. Weak-performing investments should be reinvested in more profitable ways. Once the settlor dies, the priority is to distribute the assets efficiently, so at that point, don't hold on to trust assets waiting for the real estate or stock markets to soar. 7. Duty to keep trust property separate and identified. As a trustee, you shouldn't keep personal funds and trust funds in the same bank account. Commingling personal assets and trust funds is one of the most common errors we see trustees make. 8. Trustees' duty to report information to beneficiaries. You must keep beneficiaries informed concerning the trust administration. Beneficiaries are entitled to a copy of the trust document. If they request a copy of the trust, you must provide it to them. If you withhold the trust from them, they could sue you, and you may have to pay their attorney's fees since you breached your trustee duties. 9. Duty to account to beneficiaries. Trustees must provide beneficiaries with an annual accounting and report of the actions in managing the trust. This report must include the trust income and income source, trust expenses, and any trust distributions and/or trustee compensation paid during the account period. 10. Discretionary powers to be exercised reasonably. Trustees should show a reasonable consideration for the beneficiary's wishes, especially when disposing of personal property. 11. General power of trustee. Your power or legal authority as a trustee is not unlimited. Trustees must be careful to avoid taking actions that they are not authorized by the law and the trust. The best way to avoid breaching this duty is to administer the trust under the supervision of an experienced trust attorney. They can coach you throughout the administration process and prevent any potential breaches of your fiduciary duty. These are just some of the duties a trustee has under the law. If you have any questions about your duties as a trustee or how to administer a trust, please contact our office. We hope this video has been helpful, and if you have any questions about estate administration, feel free to contact the law offices of Daniel Hunt using the information listed below. Thanks.